Hey guys, Daily, and welcome to Let's Play Pokemon Leaf Green. In the last episode, we made it to Saffron City, did some shopping, sold some shit, got the card key in Silph Tower, which is full of rockets and idiot scientists. Okay, so we got another grunt here. He doesn't, he has a Cubone and a Zubat, if this is the right one. I'm doing something a little different. It's been pointed out to me, and I was kind of worried about it myself. Honestly, this is getting boring, just doing the same, showing every fight. So now, unless the trainer has something we haven't seen before, or is a class we haven't seen before, like the scientists, I'm not going to show it unless they do something really hilarious. So, no kids are allowed in here. So, yeah, let's see. All sorts of guys around. There's this scientist, but I think that's where we head later. First, we want to go... Can we go up? We cannot go up. Oh, we can, actually. I have to... But you have to hit A to get the card key to work. Oops. The door is open. Okay. I'm not sure about her. Let's see. It's a pretty picture. Okay, fine. Eek! No, stop! Help! Oh, you're not with Team Rocket. I'm sorry, I thought... Will you forgive me if I teach you the Thunder Wave technique? Sure. This move can be learned only once. Is that okay? Sure. Is there anybody I have who can learn it? Mimian can learn Thunder Wave. That might actually be useful. Let's see what Mimian's got. My Thunder Wave just paralyzes. I got to say, I'm not gonna... Oh. Honestly... That doesn't do any damage. That at least does some damage. No, I think we're not gonna do Thunder Wave. No. Stop trying to teach it. Good. Oh, but Thunder Wave is convenient. Yes, it is, but I have a Pikachu that already knows it. So, yeah. Okay, this guy is Scientist Connor. He's got a Grimer, a Coughing, and 2 Wheezing. So obviously, for that Grimer, let's see, and these Pokemon are all level 26. No, I'll just, stick with, Toph. Eventually I will bring Marion back in. Help! I'm a Silph employee! How did you know I was a Rocket? Mostly because you protested too much, dude. Then you attacked me. I work for both Silph and Team Rocket, so you're a mole, basically. Okay, just a quick check. Yeah, like I said, mostly just ignore the warp panels. It's better just to have an idea where you're going. Okay, so, let's see. Before we do anything, I'm gonna Super Potion my Fox. Why? Because I'm gonna put her out in front. She could use she could certainly use some XP. She needs 2 more levels to get Flamethrower, I think. It's off limits here. Go home! Dude. Holy shit, I'm leaving that in. Yeah, he had a Magnemite. Magnemites being steel, they are weak to fire. Voltorb, but yeah, Marion's gonna stay out, and I'll meet you at the end. Okay, leaving that in too! Just as well I left Marion out. I hadn't thought of that, but good. She still needs more, so I'm actually going to let her deal with his Magnemite. Honestly, I think I'm not going to cut this battle out after... Well, I'm going to cut parts out of that. No, I'm not cutting any of this battle out. There's really... Yes? Marion, she's a little hurt because the Voltorb used Spark on her. I might cut some of the battle out. It's hard to say. This battle, I guess I'm mostly going to show. Yeah, I can't believe she took down... This one's probably going to be a little harder, but she one-shotted that Magnemite. Thunder Wave, that might paralyze her, but it doesn't do damage. So, well, yeah, it will paralyze her, but... 20, okay, I'll have to use... She's confused, shit. I thought... Sorry, I get Supersonic and Sonic Boom. Ha! I'll give her one more shot. Yeah, that's Sonic Boom. Oh, don't hurt yourself, baby. Come on, power through it like you did before. Yeah, figures. Okay, who else is good? I guess Toph's out. Yep. Alright. Yeah, that was not necessarily your best thought, dude. I'm rollouting you. Yeah, it's not very effective, but... Well, it'll kill you, just not immediately. See? Not so bad. Alright. So now we're going to, yeah, let's see here. Yep, Marion. Alright. So we defeated Scientist Jerry. You're good. Well, yeah. Kinda my job. Can you solve the maze in here? Yeah, I can, by ignoring it. Okay. So, our next, is the 4th floor, actually. But before we do that, let's, do some healing. Super Potion on the Fox. Doesn't completely heal her, but it's still pretty nice. And also a full heal on the Fox. Honestly, I don't think anybody else needs healing right now. Marion's the one who has all the problems. So, okay. Off to the 4th floor. Alright, now, there should be a Rocket Grunt somewhere near here. Are you in here? You are! And, let's get this too. It's TM41 Torment. That basically makes you unable to use a move. Actually, let's look that up while we're looking at it. TM case, I'm not going to use it. But I'd sort of like to know what it, you know, sometimes I don't always remember. 41, doofus, not 44. Right. Okay, yeah, you can't use the same move, you wind up unable to use the same move twice in a row. So, like, my spams, I think, let's see, you've got 28 Ekans. You know what? I'll go with it. He's got an Ekans, a Zubat, and a Cubone. Intruder spotted! Very good. Guy says, who are you? I'm tempted to say, I'm Batman. Or in this case, Batgirl. What do you have to say? I better tell the boss on floor 11. Oh, right, shit. I forgot, my fox is poisoned. Full heal on the fox. Oh, damn it. Full heal on the fox. There we go, and... Dude, stop it. Apparently I hit, like, diagonal. Super Potion on the fox. And we're moving her out of the front because, honestly, I don't see her being very useful on the next couple goons. In fact, No, we'll start with Otakon. Okay, so moving right along down this hallway and over this way, there's another grunt. Team Rocket has taken control. Really? I hadn't noticed. My boss has been after this place. We kind of noticed. Okay, come along this way. And we can open the door and pick up a lot of stuff. An escape rope, not necessarily bad, especially if we were using, since we aren't using insufferable. Max revive, very nice, and a full heal, very nice. That makes up for some of the ones I've been using on my let's see. Alright, I think this guy is something. I don't think he's a scientist, and I don't think he's necessarily, so what are we looking at here in terms of everybody? Toph is a little low, but she'll be okay, I think. So, yeah. Let's see. So that guy, by the way, he had a Drowsy and a Machop, and I was sort of expecting, well, I was... Shh! Can't you see I'm hiding? Yes, and not very well. Ah, yes, this guy. Toph is, let's see. Let's take a look at her. What has she got? 40. She's 40 at 46, and she's 40 hit points down. I think she's okay. Because this guy is Scientist Rodney. I wonder if he's an arrogant Canadian. And he's got an electrode. So, yeah. My Pokemon is my loyal servant! Yeah, you're a dick. So, like every jerk of his kind, he blames his Pokemon for losing, even though it's, the trainer. Well, the trainer is at least half of what causes Pokemon to win or lose. Can't say it was all what causes Pokemon to win or lose. Sorry, hold on. If you saw that, sorry, I have to charge a tablet. The doors are electronic. We could not have gotten in there to fight him without that card key. Okay, then. And that is the fourth floor. So we've already done the 5th, so it's off to the 6th, and we've got 17 more people to fight. Yeah, are we having fun yet? This is hopefully a lot less boring than actually watching me fight all of them. I'm not bored because, actually doing the fights are pretty fun. Okay, so, yeah, let's switch Minty in, because, yeah. I am one of the 4 Rocket Brothers! Oh, dear. Okay. Got anything? No matter, my brothers will avenge me. Actually, they probably won't. Oh dear, help me, please. That man next to me, he's such a coward. Hey, look. They must have targeted Silph for our Pokemon products, basically. Team Rocket is trying to conquer the world with Pokemon. The Rockets came into... I had noticed! Alright, so, this scientist... let's see, we want Toph in, but we're also going to heal her now. I'm going to use my first, Hyper Potion. Like I said, I really probably should get a ton of, lemonades instead, but, we're good for now. Yeah, 80 points. Most lemonades heal 80 points. So, yeah. Alright. That rotten president serves him right for shipping me off to the Teaksea branch, wherever that is. That's why Team Rocket... What? Okay, so, let's see. Yep, we can open this door. I'm gonna get some shit. That guy, by the way, had a Voltorb, a Magnemite, and a Magneton, and 2 Coughings. And an X special. Oh, that's not too bad. My fox is completely out of, PP for burn, by the way. No. Did I fight, or actually, did I fight that grunt? I have not fought that grunt. I should fight that grunt because Marion's not going to be with him. He has 2 Zubats and a Golbat. It's all going to be up to Jupiter. Then I'm probably going to leave because you can do that. And yeah. Alright, so. You dare betray Team Rocket? I think you're a bit messed up on the meaning of betray. If you stand for justice, you betray us bad guys. That's quite possibly one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. We're gonna go out and I'm actually gonna show it, just to show you how quick and easy it is. That was stupid. I would suggest not using ethers. Save those for like the Elite Four and Victory Rogue, but mostly the Elite Four. Because you can get into the Pokemon Center. Alright, so we're here. And the Pokemon Center is here. Seriously. So, yeah, let's heal up real fast. Alright, so. We've got, you know, our next is the 7th floor. Yeah. Marion is actually, I mean, here, let's take a look. Marion... You're at level 27, summary. She's got 1,000 XP to the next level. But that's the thing. That's not a lot. I mean, most of the fights we're getting... Okay, some of the ones that are like her level are, you know, it would take 5 of those. But, you know, I mean, some of the others are actually pretty nice, so... Up to the 7th floor. Can we try this again? 7th floor. Locks, clocks, stocks, and housewares. Yes, I do that a lot. Alright, this guy. This guy has 2 Cubones, so we're going to switch Otakon in. I am one of the 4 Rocket Brothers! Of course you are. Alright. Doesn't matter. My brothers will repay the favor. Of course they will. Okay, this guy. He has a Raticate, a Rattata, a Golbat, and a Zubat. I'm bringing Marion in. What I'm going to do is, if I face his Rattata first, I'm just going to burn it to death. If I face his Raticate, I'm going to Will-O-Wisp it, then bring Toph in. Uh-oh, I smell a little mouse. Probably one of your own Pokemon. You won't find my boss by just scurrying around. I know exactly where your boss is. You! It's really dangerous here. You came to save me? You can't. Well, screw you, lady. It would be bad if Team Rocket took over Silph for our Pokemon. Team Rocket was after the Master Ball, which catches any Pokemon. Yeah, but there's only ever one in a game. It's not really that useful. Well, I mean, it's not awful. Okay, so we got a scientist here, and he's got an Electrode and a Muck. So I'm going to do something a little interesting. Marion gets to stay out, and then I will immediately transfer to Toph. You mistook me for a Silph worker? No, I knew you were scum. Alright, so yeah, Marion leveled up and finally learned Flamethrower. Despite your age, you are a skilled trainer. Yes, I am. And we get a calcium. Something to sell. Alright. So I think I'm at like 16... somewhere between 16 and 20 minutes. So let's see. Right. Now we open the door. Okay, I think by now... And this is bulk up. If it's a move, if you use it in battle, your attack goes up. Okay, so we got a Team Rocket Grunt who he has a Sand Shrew and a Sand Slash. We know how to deal with those, right? Which, yeah, Marion, I'll still probably bring her out because she does need XP, but a child intruder? That must be you. Go on home before my boss gets ticked off. Unfortunately, we've sort of got to tick your boss off because he's a bad guy. Okay, so now we're basically going up to the 8th floor. And honestly, we don't need the elevator for that. Alright, this guy has a Raticate, Arbok, Golbat, and Coughing. So we're going to put Marion in front because I'm pretty sure the Raticate will be first. And she can take that out, especially now that she has Flamethrower. That's as far as you'll go! Thank you, Birdo. What do you got to say? If you don't turn back, I'll call for backup! If you say so. Okay. Alright, we got another grunt, and this guy's got a coughing, a wheezing, and a Golbat, so my minion gets to go to the front. Okay, let's see. I am one of the 4 Rocket Brothers, and you're the 4th strongest master of this building. I'll leave you up to my brothers. For those keeping score, that is the 3rd of the Pokemon Brothers. Okay. I think this guy in here... Well, one of these guys is a scientist. Here. Or maybe there's 2 scientists that we can fight. I wonder if Silph is finished. No, we're gonna save it. Okay, so we've got a scientist who has a Grimer and Electrode. It may be this guy, or it may be the other guy, but regardless, we're gonna have Toph out. You're causing us problems. You're actually a rocket. This guy's name is Parker. I would have expected him to have Ariados, being a scientist named Parker. So, what do you think? Yeah, I think I've been ignoring it. We got an iron. Nah. And you? Team Rocket's boss is terribly cruel. To him, Pokemon are just tools to be used. What will happen if that tyrant takes over our company? Don't worry about it. By the way, that's actually part of Giovanni's fame checker. So, we've got the 9th, 10th, and 11th floors to, basically finish up. Pardon me. But we're gonna call it here. So, thank you guys for joining me for, well, dude, let's save first. Yes, I would. Yes, it is. I'm really not liking that high-pitched noise. Alright, so thank you guys for joining me for Let's Play Pokemon Leaf Green, and I will see you next time. Have a great evening. Goodbye. In keeping with the theme of Brotherhood, and also groups of 4, I decided this time we'd look at 4 of the secondary legendaries of Unova, the Swords of Justice. The Swords of Justice are 4 Pokemon who are based, among other things, on the 4 major characters of the 3 Musketeers. All 4 have the ability Justified, which raises attack when hit with a Dark-type move. This ability tends to be given to Pokemon who, in the lore, are guardians and protectors. In addition, all 4 learn the move Sacred Sword, a fighting-type move that inflicts physical damage, ignoring any changes to a target's defense or evasion stats. Yeah, the 4 legendary Swordsmon, even if they're not from PokeFrance. First is Cobalion. The name is the only one that differs even slightly from the Japanese name's official romanization, which is written Cobalon, but the kana used are pronounced Kobaruon, so Cobalion's honestly closer. This is probably a combination of Cobalt and Champion. Cobalt is both a color and a metal, and Cobalion is steel fighting, so it kind of fits. Cobalion is based off a stag and possibly an eland or a gnu, given the twisting horns. The nose is more like that of a sheep. The fluffy chest resembles a cravat or ruffled shirt, the kind of thing that would be worn by a king's musketeer. Cobalion is based on Athos, the oldest of the 3 titular musketeers, and the de facto leader of the group, much like Cobalion. Note how the feet resemble boots rather than hooves. Next is Terrakion. The name is probably from terra, ground, and possibly terracotta, a kind of clay, and maybe the takin, a goat antelope found in the Himalayas, which is the national animal of Bhutan. Oh, and Champion, of course. Terrakion is a rock fighting type, to no one's shock. Terrakian's based mostly on an ox or a bighorn sheep, and possibly also the takin, given that body shape. Its musketeer counterpart is Porthos, who was the largest, heaviest, and strongest of the three. Terrakian's type combination is unique, and no wonder. It takes super effective damage from steel, grass, water, and fighting, which just happen to be the types of the rest of the quartet. Ouch. Then we have Virizion, and yes, I can hear you now. Virizion's name is a combination of either Viridian, a blue-green, or Viridis, Latin for green, and champion. Virizion is, of course, grass fighting. Virizion is based on a stag much more so than Cobalion is, with traits of the graceful antelope. The head and horns are based on a tricorn hat, much as musketeers would wear, and the legs resemble high boots. Virizion is based on Aramis, who was the prettiest and most feminine of the musketeers, vain, a snappy dresser, and far and away the most gifted at swordplay. Virizion is not weak to any of its comrades, but does possess a quad weakness to flying types. And finally, we have Keldeo, in many ways the odd ungulate out. Technically, Keldeo is the only ungulate in the bunch, being the only one to possess hooves rather than booted feet. Keldeo's name comes from Kelpie, we'll talk about them in a second, or maybe Kelda, Old Norse from Spring or Fountain, and rodeo, a sport involving riding horses and cows. Keldeo may well be based off the legend of the Kelpie, a water spirit that sometimes appeared as a lost pony. The horn design and the fact that Keldeo has actual hooves suggests that it's also inspired by the unicorn, though Keldeo's hooves are solid rather than the cloven hooves possessed by many unicorns in folklore. The Kirin may also be referenced as they had backwards curving horns and could walk on water. And of course, Keldeo is based off of D'Artagnan, the fourth musketeer. It is the youngest and newest of the group, and Keldeo's tail is also a reference to D'Artagnan's feathered cap. Unlike the other three, Keldeo has a signature move of its very own, Secret Sword. This is a fighting type move, but is classified as special rather than physical, a trait only shared by 5 other fighting moves. Secret Sword uses a special attack stat, but does physical damage, and thus is affected by the target's physical defense. However, it is affected by Light Screen and activates Mirror Coat, because it is a special move. And when it's taught to a Keldeo from Black 2 and White 2 on, it causes a form change. A Keldeo in these games who knows Secret Sword will change from ordinary form into resolute form, and keep that form until Secret Sword is forgotten. 1 for all for 1, and 5 for $1. What?